work 3 problems just kind of as a review of the multi-step problems that we did before spring break. And so as I'm getting ready, I want you to start reading these problems and drawing you a picture. Some of them already have pictures for you. I didn't say this in my earlier video, but please make sure your calculator is back on degrees in case it got changed or you let somebody use it, one of your older siblings use it. All right, the first one says a mountain has a base and peak that are inaccessible. At point A, the angle of elevation of the peak is 30 degrees. 1 kilometer closer to the mountain at point C, the angle of elevation is 35 degrees. Find the height, PB, of the mountain. So this is where I'm going to make the height of the mountain X, and I'm going to make the distance from C to B Y. So we're going to set up 2 equations, and we're going to have variables in both, okay? So we're going to say tan 35 equals opposite over adjacent, and tan 30 equals opposite, and my adjacent at this point is going to be 1 plus y, because we're going to have to use this entire piece for that triangle. Okay, so x is what I want by itself. So I'm going to say x equals y tan 35. And here, x is going to equal 1 plus y tan 30. And since they both equal x, then they can both equal each other. So y tan 35 equals 1 plus y tan 30. Now, you're going to need to distribute this because we need to distribute the 1 plus y to the tan 30. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to have 1 tan 30 plus y tan 30. Okay, the next step is you want to get the y's on the same side. So we're going to have y tan 35 minus y tan 30 equals 1 tan 30. Factor out your y. And so now I want to solve for y, so we're going to take all of this, the tan 35 minus tan 30, and we're going to divide it to the other side. So y equals 1 tan 30 over tan 35 minus tan 30. And so get out your calculator and you're going to do control divide, and you're going to type in 1 tan 30. If you've forgotten where all that sine, cosine, tangent is, there's that trig button by the 7 on your calculator. And by the next video, I'm going to have a calculator on my computer so I can kind of toggle back and forth. So it'll be a little bit easier for me to show you where to go if you've forgotten. All right, so we're going to put in your calculator 1 tan 30 divided by tan 35 minus tan 30. And if you put that in your calculator correctly, you should get that y equals 4.7. Okay, so 4.7 is this distance, but that's not what it asks for. It asks for the height of the mountain. Well, if we have y and we want to know x, we can go back to this equation right here and plug it in. So we're going to say x equals 4.7 tan 35. You just type that in your calculator, 4.7 tan 35. And you should get that x equals 3.3 kilometers. Okay, so that's pretty much exactly like the ones we did before spring break. You set up 2 equations, and then you get them both equal to one variable, and then set them equal to each other and solve. Okay, what I'd like for you to do now is pause this video, and I would like for you to draw the picture for the next one. And I want you to work it all the way out, then turn the video back on and make sure that you got it correct. Because if you just watch me work every one of them, you're not getting your practice in. So at this point, go ahead and pause it and draw your picture and work the problem. And then when you come back and start it back up, then you should be able to check your answer with mine. Okay, so I've written all the work out. So when you get here, you should be putting in your calculator, control divide, 40 tan 45 divided by tan 60 minus tan 45. You should have gotten 54.6. And then if you are going to solve for y, then you're going to plug it back in. I would use this equation. So y equals 54.6 times tan 60. And y should equal 94.6 feet. Okay? All right, so example 7, I'm going to give you the answers for. I think it would be beneficial for you to work it on your own and check your answer. If you don't get this answer or you have a question about this problem, then I want you to ask me about it in our Zoom meeting next time I see you. You should get that the distance from point A to point B is 49.7 feet. Okay, that should be your answer. So I want you to draw it, work it out, and if you have a question, I want you to bring that up the next time I see you. Okay? Good luck, and if you need me, email me or text me.